Hi darlings and welcome. It's Finnabair Creative Team time today. I'll be decorating the cover of this Finnabair Art Daily Square journal. And as you can see, I have some composition in mind, but we will see what the end result will be quite soon actually. This journal is 14 centimeters in size 5.5 in inches. And well, this will be my, how to put it in words, I don't like to use word meditation or mindful, but a journal I kind of pour my soul into. I will use whatever inspires me, creating those precious, quiet, still moments in life. And I think it will hold a lot of dried flowers and laces and quotes if I know anything about me. And that's why I have created this, this conservatory look onto my studio today. To get the feeling of using old-fashioned things like dried flowers and rusty elements, dyed laces, and all things inspiring me. And I have no actual clear vision that I in mind for this cover. This is just to start with something, but you are now welcome to watch a real-life creative process, as I am really no good at editing, so you will be seeing all of it. So if you are in a hurry, save this for another day or just fast forward till the end and you will see the end result, but it will take time. So now let's start. I think I need to decide what actually goes into the background. I want a surface that's not clean and neat, but a bit rough. I will put this aside. You know how I love all metaphors and allegories and quotes and so on. So I want this cover to present life in its beautiful light and its beautiful rough darkness. And I think I will start with these. I need to start with from somewhere, so I will start with these. I will just cut them a bit smaller, and as I said, you can fast forward the process, but I know I'm a bit stubborn, I'm a Finn, in the end. But I do think that I want you to see the whole process of me crafting, because you never get the end result just like that. You need to do something. I think I will cut this. So this is the moment of some creative me time, maybe. Okay, and now I will try to cut it even more uneven from the edges, so that when I attach these with soft matte gel, it will be some kind of crunchy background. Okay, here we go. I'll buy my brush. I will spread the soft matte gel all over rather quickly, as it's quick to dry. Let's see if it can stick these. I have managed to do it earlier. I hope I can do it again. Oh, and if you don't hear me properly, just increase the volume of your device and you will hear me more clearly if needed. Again, I try always to remember to mention it, because I can't speak any louder. If I would put my energy in speaking louder, you would not be seeing me actually do anything. So sorry. Just, it's easier to, turn up the volume than to imagine me creating. Okay, now it's done. I'll put this aside, at least for a moment. Oh, sorry, I didn't press it properly. I want always, even if I'm in the middle of creating something, I want to close everything well, because I might forget to do it later if I for some reason don't need the products anymore, so that's why. And now I need to use my heating gun to dry it, because after this I will start making my composition. Or no, actually I will prime it with gesso next. Okay, I hope you can hear me over the noise of this heating tool, as I can start explaining the next step maybe while I'm doing this, because it takes a while, but I do need to prime the whole thing with gesso so that it will be an even surface to work with later. And for the composition, I will use the new release Finnabair products. As you can see, there are lots of delicious looking new things in here. This large flower here, it's from a Desert Flower mechanical set, if I remember correctly. And the dragonfly here and over there, it's from Scrapyard Dragonflies mechanical set, all new. It's a tiny paper clip I have here. It's from Rusty Paperclip set of, I don't know, was it 8 paper clips in there? I have taken a half of it and used only that. And what else new do we have? Here's a completely new Finnabair product, brand new chipboard called what is this one? It's Mechanical Flowers maybe. And if I am going to use any kind of gears for this, it will be these new grungy gears. And what else do I have here? Something new. I think. This frame. I managed to break it, and thought that actually it might fit to this project perfectly. Just that this is a broken beauty. It's from the new Finnabair Grungy Frames mold. This is the other half. I used air dry clay for it and managed to drop it to the floor, and well, it happens to me a lot. As you can see here, this is from the new mode large gears, and I have it here just in case, as I'm really not sure about the composition yet. I want it to look me, but and not anything else, but okay. But while I am a lazy kind of you know, shabby chic vintage girl, I do think that everything need to have balance. So with flowers and everything pretty and lace and so on, it needs some grunginess maybe. Nothing in real life is beautiful, you know, without some imperfections. But now to priming. I think it's good enough. I will prime it with heavy gesso, of course. Heavy gesso is my second best friend after baby wipes. Or is it the way around? I'm not sure. Okay. I will cover it. I will tell you quite an embarrassing secret, maybe, because, you know, there it's not, in a way. I'm not good at these, with these, you know, books which I just forgot the name of these rings, but you know, I don't know how to apply. I could take them out, but it's something I'm not bothered to do, and I have never managed to decorate anything or make anything without messing these rings completely. So that will happen this time too, I think. I tried to cover pretty much everything because I want to be in control of my own messiness. I want it to be look tattered and worn and messy, but my kind of messy, not just messy. So I can leave here in the middle a bit more imperfect parts, because there will definitely be something above, but for the edges, I'm sorry, I think that I have some light issues too, because when I started the video, the sun wasn't shining so much, and now I think it shines right to my desk, so that you might not be able to see perfectly what I'm doing. I'm not complaining though. Sun during this time of the year in Finland is something we hold on to. Okay. Sometimes you need a different perspective into things to see it properly. Again, I'm also giving you some lessons, sorry. Okay, and now I try to add some gesso over here too. And yes, you can see I will mess up with the rings. now I will add just a tiny bit of gesso to the edges, because there is definitely some. I want it to be even. Okay, now I'll take my little wipe and check. Okay, you will see. I have already started it. May it be a light to you in dark places when all the other lights go out. J.R.R. Tolkien, of course. Okay, now I don't know how to do this. Without messing too much. I can obviously. Sorry, can't. But I will. This is the reason I normally don't use these kind of journals, but I think I will manage to realize someday how others do it neatly. Someday, but not today. Okay. Now, for the next step, I put this, close this for a while, and put it aside. Now I need to use again my heating tool. Because now, after this, I will be adding my decorations, so I don't want them to be all messy. So just a quick dry. Okay, I think that will be enough. Yes, it's enough for now. Now let's have a look. If I put this here and my pre-arranged decoration here, do I still think it might be okay, or is it perfect without? I do have my laces here, so sorry, I need to play a bit at this point, because I could put, I need it to look like me. This would echo these quite nicely. Let's see another option. If I put this here, like for example like this, what will I get? It isn't good. This is my favorite, but I don't think it suits this project. It does make it look soft, and I like softness, but then it also hides the grunginess in there. this is something I'm always used to do, playing, and just I can't plan ahead that much. I'm not one of those talented crafters or designers or whatever term you could use, that can see the end result in their head. I need to stop at every possible corner and check how it looks and go from there. So now I just need to start and see where it goes. I think I would use cheesecloth for this, but I run out. What a disaster. One of those life's biggest tragedies, don't you think? Okay, I will just make it easy. Okay, I always do this because then I will get a bit more kind of, I will get most of the laces this way. They will be perfectly imperfect. Okay, now I think always with my fingers. This is a skill that I have learned, so don't don't wonder why she's doing this. I once now I will attach these. This is just, you know, a cardboard piece from IKEA cardboard box, some, you know, cardboard box that I have then ripped open, you know, open a bit. But I have always left. I also left some parts here. Okay, about these fingers. I will use heavy body gel. Sorry, this is not about the fingers. Heavy body gel to attach all of these things. Well, as you might or might not know, that I have got a brain injury in an accident. It's not a secret. I'm always talking about it because I think that disabilities are not to be ashamed of, but something that are part of our life, and it's natural to us, so it's part of me. And I can't do anything about it. I was in an accident, really. Okay, but I have really big problems with my memory and concentrating because of I haven't got any memory capacity in my brain. So at some point I realized that it's 11 years now from the accident, so I have learned to live with it quite nicely. At some point I started to, you know, doing this when I'm thinking. It makes me concentrate and keep in mind that I have something in my mind at the moment and I need to concentrate and I need to remember it. And afterwards, when I mentioned it to my neurologist, psychiatrist, I think maybe you can see, I think this will look nice. I mentioned it to her and she said that that's a typical, you know, typical thing for people having brain injury. They find ways to cope, and this is one of the most usual ones, that they clip their fingers to remember, to make their brain realize there is something they need to focus on and remember. And while I'm creating something like this, I do it a lot. Okay. I think it really is rather lovely, the original composition I had in mind, but I want something in there. I want something. Well, we always want something, don't we? No, it's too neat. Oh, this. Bingo. Okay, I apply a lot of this heavy body gel for the things I want to hold, because I really want them to hold until eternity. But I will take my brush in a moment and wipe most of it off. Okay, I'll take it. Now I'll take one of those brushes, and then I take a kitchen paper and do that like this. My 8-year-old daughter has a habit to start her own projects, and she uses my brushes. Of course, I let her use everything. It's wonderful that she is so creative. But of course, an 8-year-old does not remember to clean all the brushes, so the amount of ruined brushes in this household is something quite impressive. Okay, I might need it. No, I don't. Let's just start from here. I was just thinking that I really should put something in there to hold, support this one. Okay, this will do. This will do perfectly. And now I can apply. Okay, now it will definitely hold. And then I clean this. As you can see, it really is a creative process going on from the scratch. And if you hear the noises in the background, humming noises maybe, one is the air cleanser I always have on in my studio, so that it purifies the vintage paper dust, and also the dust coming from laces and fabric. And oh, where is the other part? I did want to show it to you, but I think I have lost it. Well, I will show you with this one. You see, this is only another half from a paper clip that I have taken. There is this little tiny little pin, and I have taken it out, and it came out quite neatly, because I don't want it to hold. The other part would be quite unvisible in there anyway, so that's why I use only this part. But I want this heavy body gel is sticking quite nicely, because I can't move the frame anymore. I forgot to leave enough room for this in there, but it will be where it will be. Now I forgot where I was, what I was saying, sorry. Oh, about the humming noise. Yeah, air cleanser, and also my computer that's recording this. I think it's taking flight soon. The noise is quite impressive. Really, I'm not satisfied with it. I want the flower to be more visible, but I really would love to use this "Take Your Time" label. But I don't know if I could. If I could, yes, I can. Yes, bingo. Again. This is perfect. Or if not perfect, then simply okay. Oop. Like this. And now I'm adding the flower. No, not yet. I want to check if I want these. Yes, I do want them. Okay. Here we go. Ropes. This is this stuff, this heavy body gel. I love it because I really do know that it will hold when I use it. And I can assure you, our kids who use this too for their projects, it's something that kids can also handle really well, and it will hold for the painting process, even if your kids or you are not so light-handed. Okay. I rather like the color theme of this already, or just as it is, but I do need to paint it just a bit, because that was my plan. Okay. Now the dragonfly. I think I could have used these, but these are really thick, and as you can see, this here is not perfect. I have used only air dry clay. I haven't been able to find resin in Finland. I will someday, but not yet. And also it smells quite a lot, I have heard, and I can't do that. So you need to focus on what you have and not what you have not. So I have used air dry clay, and I will make only projects that will be doable with those at the moment. I want this dragonfly because take your time, and a dragonfly is just something that needs to be together. It could be there, but then it will stick out a bit. So I think that's a perfect place, and then we can go forward. Sorry it takes time, but as you can see, I'm thinking while I'm crafting. Let's see if it sticks. I will put it somewhere. It really will hold because there is not much surface in the dragonfly to take the heavy body gel, so it could stick. So I need to secure it with another layers of the project. I think that was it. The rest I will do with. Oh, it's pretty just as it is. Rest of the effects I will do with my paints, but I was thinking about something behind there in the upper corner. It's looking empty, but I'm not sure if there is anything that actually fits in there. I could use these, maybe. No, sorry, but it really takes time sometimes to decide your composition. I will add that one. It will nicely blend the background and the composition in together, hopefully. So we are done with the heavy body gel at the moment. I will put it back right there. And here. Okay, we are halfway there. So I already thank you for your patience if you are watching, if you are still watching me. But we are halfway there. We have our composition, and now we start doing something about it. But I will want, and I need a clean, neat surface to work with, as it's something my brain requires. Okay, now thinking. I don't think I will need my laces and my needles at the moment, nor my scissors. What I do is I need my heating gun because I want them to be quite dry so that when I start painting they doesn't fall off. So just a bit of heating. And I had an original, no, not an original, but my original thought was to use a bit of texture paste, white sand. It's one of my favorite texture effect pastes, or whatever term you want to use. I thought that I would use it for blending, kind of the rough blending for the background and for the actual composition. But well, yes, I think there is, for example, a place that will go nicely. Okay. Oh, and the lace I used, I have, if you, in case you wondered a bit about, I'm just thinking, in case you wondered the color of the lace, it's one of my hand dyed laces. I have used natural ingredients, texture paste, white sand, my favorite. And I will also add mini art stones for this because I really want it to be a bit rough. So I will use these. I don't remember if I said or not for you that I'm aiming for. I think I said I'm aiming for a look that it's something found in the forest. Maybe as it is, or just found objects. Something mossy and really worn out and something that has seen quite a lot. So hence this too. I tried to get a mossy look. Sorry, I'm wrong. Again wrong. You don't look at what you are taking. Oh, luckily I didn't pour any soft material into this. Okay. So I mixed white sand, which has a sand already in it, and then these tiny art stones. And now I'm trying to get... I would have been really wise if I would have done this also while I was making this, because now I need to... Well, I was attaching these because now I need to be careful not to mess with the label. Or actually I can. It's my cover. I can make it look how I want. Okay. And this will, after it's dry, I will prime everything again with chisel. Not everything, but you know, the parts I want to paint. And so this sand will blend nicely into everything. And I think I'm going to aim for a mossy look. The sun is shining so beautifully here, right to my eyes. It just makes you laugh when smile when the sun is shining so beautiful. My husband took kids to skiing because the weather is so gorgeous today. I know I'm not thinking practically. I choose not to. So this cover will be really something massive to work. You know, it's a book. The pages inside, but I wanted to do this so badly. I had to compromise. Okay. And if you have followed me in Instagram or my blog or on my YouTube channel, you probably noticed that I am doing quite a lot of materials for this. Embellishment and mediums, I know, and part of me is really sorry because I have always thought that for me crafting is a challenge of doing maximum output fit minimum effort kind of thing, you know, with because my idea or my goal or my wish is to show that people can craft and create with not much if they have the will and the energy and the health and the possibility to craft. You don't need to own incredible amount of stuff, but you can also create the look with less. And now I am doing something that already has included tons of new Finnabair stuff and mediums, and you will see what we are aiming at in the end. So sorry for those who are disappointed that my usual team of this isn't working at the moment, but at the same time sometimes you need to test your limits, and for me using a lot of material is really out of my comfort zone. You don't have no idea how hard it is to me to feel something with this much, because also I am this savage romantic girl that use layers and layers and layers. If you have noticed, I do it with materials that doesn't require much of money or anything you need to actually purchase, but dried flowers you are able to find in nature or from a sea glass or seashells that you can collect from seaside and so on. So and lace and fabrics and silks that I have found from flea markets and so on. So using this much is something new to me. So that's also why it takes a really long time for me. Now I need to clean my palette so that I will be able to blend my paints in it. Okay. I am going to now try this, and then I will add some paint. You know, when I'm heating it, it smells of coffee and cinnamon, because I have used those for drying my laces. It's not a bad smell at all. And I also realized that I have already used almost an hour for this. I am so sorry. Sorry. But again, making something like this from scratch takes time, especially if you are slow in your movements, like I am. It's something that cannot be rushed. Okay, I will show this to you in just a moment. I just hope that these grains will stick and hold when I add just over it. Okay, I hope you can see. We are here at the moment. Okay, and now I need to mix my paints. I want some natural looking, something mossy and textured, as I have said, and I will use impastos for it. First I will add some white. Okay, impasto Snow White. Then I will add linen. Burlap. Sorry. Linen. Snow White. Burlap. And these two. Dark chocolate and pitch black. These I try to also save a bit for shadowing. Okay, and now first I forgot I need to prime everything with gesso. Again, I'll take this out and took just a bit of smaller brush for this. I'll add just a tiny bit of gesso, not to cover everything, but kind of the paint to attach more evenly, and I won't be gessoing everything. I try to press the sand parts with the gesso to the background so they will hold. And I will take my baby wipe just in a moment to clean it, clean everything. And I don't know. Sorry if I'm being annoying and repeating myself, but really I am sorry it takes this long. But I really wanted to make this project step by step so you can see it all. But I know that not everyone has time to watch these long videos. But on the other hand, I strongly object the idea that everything in this fast-forward world needs to be quick, and you need to get everything immediately. That's not how life works. Really, it does not, as you know. So crafting is one of those things for me that are precious, and I want the time to be relaxed and kind of me time, luxurious. And I try with my videos to remind you that pausing for a moment is sometimes good for you. It's easy for me to say when my life is nothing but a pause button. You know, always staying at home and never getting anywhere with my disabilities. But also it has taught me a lot about this world and this attitude. For me, it appears that everything takes time. It's something I have used to and come to terms with, and I sometimes forget that not everyone thinks so. So I'm sorry if I'm offending you with my chatting and taking your time. Okay, I'm cleaning my fingers so I won't leave that many fingerprints on my I saw that there is a place there. Okay, now I will show you. Now everything is kind of blend more or less together. I will put my gesso jar away, and now I'm blending my paints. Let's see what I can do. I want this mix to be quite thin and moist, so it will be easy to work with, and that's why I'm putting so much water into it at this point. Okay, let's go with lighter. Okay, now I will take a smaller brush. It takes a bit more time, but also at the same time it's more precise. My water is really murky, but I will change it soon. Okay, now I have a mix of impastos and I have no idea what I'm going to do. But I will start. I want something natural looking, right? I think I was saying that. And I want this, actually I want this flower to look like a pine cone, maybe. Open it, try it and open it. Oops. And I know it's a bit far away from you, but I will show it soon to you. As you can see, I'm not adding that much paint to all places. I just aim for a relatively even base, so I can shadow it a bit later. I keep it moist so I can work with the colors, but I also need to be careful so that I don't accidentally make these fall off, because the heavy body gel isn't really dried yet. Okay, I think I have my base here. So now I'm going to work forward. For the shadowing. First I just make sure that the paint is where I want it to be and not where I don't want it to be. Okay, I will show you at where we are at now. Quite messy looking, isn't it? And as I know that you are in a hurry, I try to be as quick as possible. It doesn't look really nice at the moment, but I hope that with shadowing it will. I will use some liquid acrylics, ink block, then I manage to really drop it. Burnt sienna, and umber. And first I will add more white to some parts. Okay, like this. take black and umber and burnt sienna liquid acrylics, and I want to kind of highlight or shadow, if you wish, either way. I want to make some parts of this composition to stand out more, and all the impastels aren't completely dry yet. It makes everything messy. I wouldn't mind, but I have used so much white in this that the liquid acrylics that are quite bright are blending too much. I want them to kind of stand out. That's the whole point of me using them in this. So when they are blending into the impastels that are mainly white, take it somewhat softer than I want. But let's continue. I want some tiny bit of traces of the shapes to stand out. Not too much, then it will get all messy again, but a bit, so that you could start seeing the layers coming out in here. And I'm using quite a lot of water to make everything to blend together. And this pine cone, I know it's not, but for me and for this project it is. This pine coat will get a nice coat so that it will definitely stand out. I will using a lot of black. Okay. Black, there I want black shadowing to the edges. I think I don't use impasto for this because this is so much easier. See how beautifully these liquid acrylics work. I do love watercolors, and these react quite like them. Okay, I want some okay. Now I want to dry it a bit because I will add just a hint of avocado green to get the mossy look. But we are almost there. We are almost there. Only 2 steps to go. I mainly want white sandbars to be completely dry because I want the avocado green look shiny and mossy and not any pastel green. I'll add it right there. Avocado green. So Okay, here we go. I blend it with the others a bit and test it right there. Okay, I didn't manage to try to white parts completely. I was too hasty. Oh, the coffee smell. One of the beautiful parts of using, or benefits of using vintage start laces. Okay, let's start again or try again. Well, it's not reacting like I want it to. It's not dry. Just a bit more. Because it's the surface isn't dry. When I spray water in there, it doesn't react like it should. So that's why I'm trying to get it as dry as possible. Okay, let's try with these parts. I add some more. To get as strong color as possible. I'm adding it to the sanded parts. Only to the sanded parts. Oh, it starts to look rather nice. I hope I won't overdo it, because you know there is always the possibility with projects that at some point you try too much and then it's ruined. And I hope I can avoid that. I want more umber and burnt sienna, because I want there to be different shades of green in there. And I know I could continue this forever and ever, but I just quickly, we're almost there. Now, on the edge. And here also. Okay. Now it's basically done. I'm not quite satisfied with it, but we are definitely running out of time, because I have done it for so long now that I will just try to make what you definitely shouldn't. Maybe I just... Let's see. Because next part, I think that where there is, you know, darkness, there is also light, and we have done a lot of darkening here, and I will add some light. I will use this metallic flakes. This is the new release. Cold metallic flakes that are just plain gorgeous, and I will highlight some bits with it. And also I will use this new release Shade Sleeves matte wax. I will put it right there so I won't be forgetting it. So that I will age in the coat a bit with it. And then I will see if I need to do anything for this. But when everything's dry, I already see that my problem is that there is not enough contrast. I need to add a bit of, now I have managed more ways to do this, black. I need to add just a tiny bit of black to the, you know, kind of bottom of the actual composition. To make the patterns stand out a bit more. I don't know if it helped. But I did it. Okay, now. There are parts of this sand mix falling off. It's because I didn't wait enough to let them dry completely. Okay, let's test. This gilding glue is also a new Finnabair product. I will use it only a tiny amount to places I want a special highlight. And I will also add or blend them with my finger a bit. I don't want to use it a lot because I want it to be a highlighting effect, not the whole cover surrounded with it. And now I tap the glue with my finger to make it not so how to say you know, lost for words, sharp edged. Okay, and then I needed to wait a bit to dry. They say here, special water-based slow-drying glue dedicated for metallic flakes or metallic foil techniques. It can be used to attach small embellishments such as mica flakes, glass glitter, rhinestones and more. Application. Spread a fine even layer of the gilding glue on the painted or primed surface. When the glue is drying and turning transparent, not yet, gently apply the metallic flakes on the surface. Let it dry and brush off the excess with a soft brush. Couldn't put it better myself. Ha. Okay, so I need it to dry just a bit more so that it will do what it's supposed to do. And meanwhile, I can take a look of my composition from all angles. Somehow the light makes it look not the same in the screen as it looks in real life. In real life it actually looks rather nice, but when I'm holding it right here like this, you can see all the grains and all the white bits better than in actual when looking in the, you know, with a plain eye. So I think I might need to do something about it later, but I will do it afterwards. If I need to do something after applying the metal flakes, I will put this aside now. So I'll start with the parts that are turning transparent. These. They are really like light. They are quick and floating and impossible to hold, but still you love them. And as I am not the most fine-toned with my touch, I'm clumsy, as a clumsy can be. I hope I can do this without too much oops, or too much oopsies, kind of. I take only you know, hint of it here and there, and I know this is not the official technique. I because I want only a bit of it to hold. I tap it with my finger like this, and I don't remember anymore where I put it, so I will need to test and see where it holds. That's me. Oh my, as I said, they are just like light. Okay. I think I have missed some places where I was planning to put it, or where I put the glue. But we are almost done. Oh, there. Then I will take my brush and try to get as much off as possible. How strange is that? You first apply something, then you do twice the amount of time, use twice the amount of time of getting it off. Okay, sorry, my fingers are all gilded. I could close this off. Okay, this is a beautiful product, but you don't want any breeze of wind or sneezing or anything happening. I need just a bit to get my fingers cleaned using a baby wipe. Okay, now I am taking my brush. I will show you. You see, it's looking like this at the moment. Don't be afraid. It will look great in a moment when I have brushed everything I don't want there off. And it's really great that actually it does hold only to the parts you have added the glue, so you can decide where it goes and where it goes off. Okay, I managed to rub off some paint over there. I don't know if you sun is definitely setting, and light is changing here, so I'm not sure if you can see the gilding. Take your time. It says I'm definitely taking mine. I want just a bit of paint over there. No, just to be on the safe side, I heat it again, and then I use this for dim the shine a bit. This new release matte wax Sage Leaves is just perfect for it. You could of course use it for any kind of pastel colored projects, but for me the highlight of this is that there is white coming up visible here, so I will add a bit that it this one does the aging of gold or copper projects quite easy. Or that's what I have thought. Let's see if I can make it real. I'll add just a hint, just a tiny bit, not much, because then it will be pastel shade leaf colored prettiness that doesn't actually fit to the idea that well. As you can see, or maybe not, I will show you in a moment. This wax is absolutely, oh, it's gorgeous on the label. Oh my. I will add it just a bit to the sides too. Okay, and I will use my baby wipe and my brush to blend the wax. Where is my brush? Here. Oh, I show you at the moment. You can see there is quite a deep contrast with the gilding gold and the wax, so I'm trying to make sure that they are blended so that they look really old. My whole table is shaking, sorry. Okay. Then I'll wipe some off. Like this. Okay, and I need vintage gold. Just a hint. Just the tiniest hint of vintage gold. To echo the gilded color, like last sun rays that are happening here outside. Last sun rays in the forest echoing into the moss kind of effect, if you know what I mean. Okay, and here we go. This really was a much longer process I was thinking it is, and I'm really sorry it took so long for me, but now we have it, the finished project. You could continue with the project, of course, and but at some point you just need to let go. And I think now it's time for me to let it go. I will write a blog post about this, and you will find it in my blog, maybe on Finnabair's too. Depends on for what purposes I will doing this. And I will write down all the steps and all the materials I used, if you are interested. And also I will take photos that will show that actually this is much deeper in shades than it seems right here. But when you look at it like this, it actually looks like a piece of moss in a forest. So mission completed or accomplished. Now, to make a long story short, I thank you for watching, and I wish you beautiful moments, and thank you, and bye bye.